What's shaking, guys? It's Feldy, bringing you another MTG Obsession video, and today I figured since Kamigawa is coming out in a few, well, probably a few weeks, a few days, whatever the case is whenever you're watching this and catching up on it, Crimson Vow and Midnight Hunt, both Innistrad sets from 2021, are pretty much on their way out, and Kamigawa is coming out, but what does the value actually have for these sets? So what I figured what we would do is just crack open into 3 of each of these and just compare the value now that they've kind of been out for a little while, and the value is, you know, kind of set. I mean, I think the market's settled. You know, there's not gonna be a ton of like swings in prices. I think that a lot of these sets from 2021, you can pretty much assume everything. Now, these are set boosters. I did pay $5.69 per each one, so there you go. And these were picked up at the good old Marts of Wall. So if you guys have been picking up sets from Target lately, this one is super hard to open. Walmart has been my go-to lately. Target has been kind of a bust, so that could be a list card right there for us. Here we go. We're going to start out with Midnight Hunt since it came out first. We got the art card. We got our land, and in the set booster, yeah, there is no varnish on there. All right, we're just going to go ahead and get to the rares and uncommons. All right, Moon Sliver Key, Obsessive Astronomer, the Tavern Ruffian in Showcase, the Dawnheart Rejuvenator in Showcase, and an Ardaline Splendid Recather in Showcase. Okay, so remember, oh, and a Sunstreak Phoenix, baby. Oh, nice. Little mythic hit there, and a foil Moonragger Slash. Now, remember, the foils get to go hang with Matt. Alright, that's set 1 for Midnight Hunt. These are always random, okay, so you can't actually put an assessed value based on the randomization, but I figured for each of these, it would be a good thing just to kind of compare and contrast for the sets, right? So, nice little planes. And then, again, we're going to go ahead and just get to the uncommons and the rares. So, again, Reclusive Taxidermist, Screaming Swarm, Infestation Expert, a little Blood Crazed Socialite, and a Kaya. Okay, we are getting mythic hits like crazy. So, and a Mirror Hall Mimic, pretty decent hits there, and then a Siphon Essence. Alright, so, again, you can't place the intrinsic value of each of these based on this opening, right? But you can get a pretty good idea of what the cards and what the value is going to be based on the whole spread of the 3. Okay, so I just think it is nice just to kind of do a little compare and contrast, just because it is kind of a these sets get a bad rap, and I just wanted to see what they actually were with my own eyes. A Putrefying Dragon, Cathartic Pyre, Mysterious Tomb, and Tavern Ruffian again, the Candlegrove Witch again, and a Jadar Ghoulcaller Nephophilia. Alright. Maybe. And an Arcane Fusion in foil. Alright. So, I do think that between the two sets, I do think that I like the gameplay of Vow more than Hunt, but I do think Hunt actually has a little bit more value in terms of what it has to offer. It's not just chasing like 1 or 2 cards. So, really cool artwork there. And we did get our foil island, which is super hard to actually hit, by the way. So, nice little foil action there. And we'll just go right to busted cards. Our uncommon Wandering Mind, Magna Pummeler, Biolume Egg, 2 of those. And a Concealing Curtains. Alright, probably more bulk than anything else. And a Wedding Security. Alright, so we got 2 foils in the pack. And then we got our Day-Night Explanation. Last packs for value. Can we get anything decent? Can we get one of the big hits out of either of these? That would be really nice if we could. We got the Arland Pack Hope alternate artwork, which is beautiful. We got our Forest, and we're going to go ahead and swing to the uncommons. Alright. Unnatural Moonrise, Play with Fire, a Devoted Graphkeeper. Got our 2 showcase cards, and we got a Poppet Stitcher, which is actually a really good card. Okay, like I said, I think that Hunt has a little bit more value in terms of the overall play with the cards, because, quite honestly, those mythics do make quite a difference. And then we did get a Dungeon Shade from the list. I think this is probably, a couple cents, but hey, it is a list hit nonetheless. Alright, so there we go. There is your Midnight Hunt. And we'll do our Crimson Vow, the last one for Vow. If I get a foil Sorin, I would just absolutely go bananas. I love this artwork. Now, this is like the... I think it's a card that gives like +2/+2 if it's a zombie, if not, whatever. But and it's like such a... The card itself is like 2 cents. But I love that artwork. Alright, let's go ahead and get to our uncommons here. Do see a little shiny foil, of course, Markov Retribution, the Skulking Killer, the Fearful Villager, Innocent Traveler, Unholy Efficient, and an Inspired Idea. Not what you really want to see there. And a Blood Servitor. Alright, this if you compare, you guys can always feel the difference in the cards, but like, I wish I could tell you like the difference in thickness on this. Like, you can kind of see the millimeter difference, but when it's that millimeter difference, it definitely has a different feeling. It almost feels like it is this extra weight cardboard. I mean, like, this is not. And you can almost see how razor thin that is compared to the ever so slight difference there. I'm trying to like get it both, and you probably can't tell on the camera, but whatever, it is what it is. Okay, so you guys will see the value added up right over here, and you can see what the difference between Midnight Hunt versus Crimson Vow is. Now, obviously, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually place Midnight Hunt over here, and I'm going to place Crimson Vow over here, so you guys can see the price difference in that. That, hopefully, gives you a little clarity on which set overall value-wise is. Personally, I think that Vow is a lot more fun to play, but Midnight Hunt has a little bit more intrinsic value. And of course, it did come out sooner. There is always going to be that comparison there, but I do think that the cards, for the most part, have settled down in prices. So I do think it's a fair assumption to go ahead and say that Midnight Hunt probably wins the value overall for the actual sets. I do think that Vow overall wins the fun gameplay, and I mean, you get sweet ass artwork for vampires, which, I mean, who can't go wrong with that? Alright, that does it for today's video, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Felt it. Peace.
Thank you for coming to our show, and good night.